good, Kanye. This is so exciting, isn't it?
Same punch.
How you say?
Kanye.
Kanye?
That album's gonna be the best. The best.
That's the main thing people are controlled by. Thoughts, their perception of themselves.
Before Kanye West was Kanye West, he was Kanye West. Now, I know that doesn't make sense yet, but just sit with me for a second. Because what if I told you the secret to making your dreams inevitable wasn't some 5-step framework or just being disciplined? You've already heard all of that, watched hundreds of videos, and honestly, nothing really changed, right? What if the real secret was changing the way you think about your dreams from the start? Most people think of their dreams as transactional. I'll do X for a few years, then it'll happen. I mean, it sounds logical, but it's the exact reason why most people never get anywhere. If you want to stop feeling stuck, you have to reshape your perspective. Once you do, your dreams stop feeling like something that might happen. They start to feel inevitable. I think the reason most people never achieve their dreams is because they feel like there's something missing inside of them. They think they lack motivation or discipline or some internal switch that just never flipped. I get it. That feeling, that constant pressure in the back of your mind telling you there's something more. You have ambition, you have ideas, your dream life is right there. You can almost feel it, but somehow you never seem to take the first step. On paper, you have all the traits of a successful person, yet here you are, stuck. So you ask yourself, why isn't this working? Why is everyone else progressing? And instead of starting, you wait. You wait for clarity. You wait for the moment where it finally feels safe to move. You hide behind New Year's resolutions or the idea that you'll begin once things make more sense. But if you're willing to see your dreams differently, not as something distant, but as something that's already here, everything starts to shift. The first step is simple, but it's also the hardest.
Let me play you some stuff. Remember they used to call you that? Shay Lawrence? I'll take you down all the way.
Before anyone really cared about who he was, Kanye West just showed up. He'd walk into studios uninvited, playing his music, hoping someone would listen. In 2002, he did the same thing at Rockefeller Records. He played All Falls Down, the same song that would later define an era. Yet at the time, no one really paid him any attention. Everyone brushed him off as just another producer trying to be something else. But Kanye wasn't just another producer. He was an artist. Making music to him wasn't a goal, it was an extension of who he already was. Kanye didn't wait for permission, he didn't wait for validation, and you don't need to either. You don't need some perfect plan, and you don't need clarity, because purpose comes after you start. So create, show up, do everything you can until you find something that naturally sticks, something that feels like you. Stop thinking about it and just start. You're not always going to have it figured out, but I think there's beauty in the mystery of it all. It's like planting one seed every single day. It'll create a beautiful garden, even if you don't know what it'll look like. Before starting this channel, I had 4 others that never really worked out. I remember feeling lost at times, as if I was creating without direction, unsure where any of this would take me. But the thought of stopping never really crossed my mind. Because making videos was a part of who I was. It was something I did every day, even if it didn't make sense at first. And now my purpose is clearer than ever. I want to inspire you to do the same, to start before you know how. But starting is just the beginning. Now here's the part that might seem counterintuitive, but you need to hear it. Forget about your goals. For most people, goals aren't motivating. They're actually what's holding them back. Because the moment you make everything about the end result, you stop focusing on what you can do today. Let's say you start working out because you want a certain body. You go for a couple months, but when you look in the mirror, you're not where you thought you'd be. You get discouraged. You start wondering, is this even working? You see other people progressing faster and it kills your motivation, so you slow down and eventually stop. But if you went to the gym because that's simply what you do. There'd be nothing to question. You wouldn't need motivation or proof, you just go. The second you make the outcome the reason, you start measuring everything, and when the measurement doesn't match your expectations, you lose the reason to continue. When your goals are always in the future, you procrastinate. You put things off, thinking, I'll start when things make more sense. New Year's resolutions are the perfect example. They feel responsible, but most of the time they're just permission to wait. That's why I'm saying this isn't about chasing results. It's about changing how you relate to the thing you say you want. Because the moment your dreams stop being something you're waiting for and starts being something you practice daily, everything changes. And that leads into the final part, the part where most people completely miss. Focus on inputs, not outcomes. The future is out of your control. You don't get to decide when things click or when opportunities show up or when life shifts. The only thing you can control is what you do today. So do something every day. Live in the present and be mindful. When you commit to inputs, something changes. You stop waiting for results to tell you whether you're on the right path. You stop letting progress or lack of it decide how you feel. And once you do inputs for long enough, it doesn't just change what you achieve, but it changes who you are. And that's the real secret to this whole thing. Changing your identity to align with your dreams. The reason why it's so hard for a lot of people to start is because there's a disconnect between who they believe they are and what they're trying to build. So every action feels forced. Everything feels like effort. But once identity starts to shift, effort fades. It doesn't feel like a grind anymore. It just feels natural to you. You stop seeking external validation or compare your progress with others. You just show up every single day because that's what you do. That's how dreams need to be treated. Not as something you're working towards, but as something that already belongs to you. The only thing separating you from the life you want is how you think about it. You might not end up with the exact outcome you imagined, and that's fine, because your life will still be aligned to what matters to you. This is how dreams become inevitable. Not because you visualized them hard enough, not because you planned out every step, but because you became the person who makes them happen. When identity aligns, quitting doesn't even cross your mind, because why would you stop being who you are? And that's the difference between hoping something happens and knowing quietly that it will. Not because of fate, but because you're already living as the person who gets there. And once that happens, it's not really a question of if anymore.